Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Report reaching us right now is that the Ooni of Ife has gifted Ondo state governor an ancient artifact as a thank you gift for working hard to foster permanent reconciliation between himself and Olori Naomi. Ooni of Ife and the governor of Ondo State are quite close, and Ooni of Ife, they have respect for each other, but only recently, this back and forth movement between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife is something that has caught the governor's attention. And because he is a Yoruba son, Odua son, and he understands how important it is for Naomi to stay with her husband and, do things with her husband, they said he is doing everything that is within his power to broker peace between, as in permanent solution between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. Only recently, and towards the end of last week or the weekends, they said the Ooni of Ife gifted the Ondo State governor a very amazing gift, and like it's an abstract gift that tells a lot about the history of the Udua people. And because this gift is coming from the Ooni of Ife, that it meant a lot to the Ondo state governor. You do know that Olori Naomi is an Ondo daughter, okay? A prominent Ondo daughter, okay? And above everything, of course, there are a lot of pro Naomi, pro Ooni of Ife's people. Like there are people, Yoruba people who are in Ile Ife and Yoruba people who are from Ondo State, that is around Akure, there who are pro Ooni of Ife and pro Naomi. They want these people to come back together because they feel as though their union was designed by God. And they feel as though the reason why these people are not together is, man-made. And they still feel like if care is taken, if people do the needful and Kabiyesi is able to tilt a little to the left and Naomi is able to tilt a little to the right, they might be able to foster some kind of reconciliation. We have heard that over the weekends, Olori Naomi and the First Lady of Ondo State and the husband that they met like to talk about the way forward between herself and the Ooni of Ife. And as we are hearing, if the information is true, they said Olori Naomi right now has made it very clear that she has given 3 conditions to come back, and if those conditions are not met, she is never going to return back to the palace. While a lot of people are saying, who the hell does Naomi think she is to give Kabiyesi that kind of condition? These are people who are anti-Naomi around Kabiyesi who are saying, who the hell is she? But, when people begin to ask who the hell is Naomi to give those kinds of conditions, they forget to ask who the hell is Naomi that Ooni of Ife cannot live without. That's the question I feel they should be asking, not who the hell is Naomi to give that condition. Naomi did not give that as an only condition. Naomi said, let me go or fulfill these conditions, I come back. And she said she is not going to till anything. Remember, Kabiyesi has a lot of wives. She didn't say that everybody should go. She only called one person, and she also said, gave her own conditions. It's her prerogative to decide what she wants out of her life. If Kabiyesi wants it, fine. If Kabiyesi does not want it, fine. And so right now, as we are hearing, they said the governor of Ondo State, as it is alleged and rumored, that man is a man of peace, a lover of peace, and his wife is the same way, the first lady. That all they are trying to do is to broker peace between the Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. That is if the information is correct. That's the clause. If that information is correct. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making the rounds on social media. These are not first-hand, second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand information, okay? And so now they are trying to broker peace between these two families. And one is saying, look, I have my conditions. You want me to stay with Kabiesi? He has to meet this condition. And Kabiesi is saying no, that he cannot meet those conditions, especially the number three condition. That the number three condition is very irrational. That should he do anything about sending Ebony out of the palace, that he will be shooting himself in the leg. That will be his greatest undoing. You do remember that Ebony is from a royal household in Ile-Ife, and right now, Ebony has not done anything wrong to, that is what they said the Ooni of Ife is saying, no, that Ebony has not done anything wrong to deserve this kind of harsh treatment, and that if he or should he go ahead and do this to Ebony, that Ile-Ife people will not forgive him. And not only will Ile-Ife people not forgive him, that this is what they will use. They will use this is behavior against Tadenikawo. That will use this his behavior against his other sons in the future. Maybe he might not even be there, or Nami might not even be there, Ebony might not even be there. They are likely going to use this his decision right now against his son in a way that none of us or none of them will want. And that's the reason why he's not able to do away with the last option, the last condition. Then the second condition, to stay away from the women and not have knowledge of them, with due respect, okay, to our great king. And then that is also, they said the Ooni of Ife said it's not even possible, that he will not go ahead and marry people's daughters and bring them to the palace and say he's not going to go close to them. Why did he marry them in the first place? And this is a question they will ask him, his kingsmen and everybody will ask him. So, therefore, these are things that are not even doable and they are not even acceptable, okay? And so, right now, the only condition that Kabiyesi says he can meet is the first condition. Announcing Naomi again to the world as his first and most senior wife and Yeye Oluwa, he said he would do it within a blink of an eye. Like, if Naomi wanted him to do it the same day, he would have just gone ahead to do it the same day. That's not a problem, okay? And Naomi said, no, that will not suffice. I am not going to move. I'm not going to shift ground. You either do this or you leave it. Now, we are hearing that because Naomi has become so adamant and she is not moving, she is not even ready for any kind of reconciliation with the king. We are hearing that this is why Ooni of Ife has involved a lot of people. Now, the Osun State Governor, Ondo State Governor is trying to broker peace between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi. And they said to a very large extent, they had a very serious talk where they asked Naomi for a lot of things. In fact, you know that for the last 2 years now, if the information is correct, 1.5 years now, if the information is correct, Naomi has been doing one kind of job with TBN. TBN is Trinity Broadcasting and Television, where they broadcast the gospel, they share the gospel abroad. So, we have TBN Africa. Now, TBN Africa has been where Naomi has been doing a lot of projects with them. And the reason why Naomi has been doing this project with them is to try and get her own stuff into TBN or something. This is what we heard. They said that even Kabiyesi and the Ondo State Governor, they are saying that they are going to set up a gospel television right here in Nigeria for Olori Naomi. Like, Naomi should state what she wants outside this other condition. But he wants Naomi and Ooni of Ife to reconcile. This is what we are hearing. If the information is true, I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, people. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.